How's it going, everybody? It's C-RadTV. So yeah, NBA playoffs, the Pistons season officially ends. Pistons lose to the Bucks 127-104 in Game 4. The Bucks win the best of 7 series 4-0. Detroit's Pistons playoff losing streak goes to 14 games in a row. NBA record. That's embarrassing, to be honest. But yeah, real quick before I continue on, shout out to all the Milwaukee Bucks fans. Crow to them. Congratulations, Milwaukee. No, this is the easiest playoff series you'll ever win in your entire existence. So congratulations. Best of luck in second round when you play Boston. I imagine you're playing the Celtics in the second round. But yeah, congratulations. Good series. Well, it wasn't good for us, but it was good for you. But yeah, anyway. So yeah. Pistons, yeah, it was sort of, I think everyone knew Pistons were getting swept in this series. Some of us had the Pistons winning one game. I honestly thought they could have won a game, maybe Game 4, they could have stole the win, but it just wasn't meant to be. It was looking promising in the first half when the Pistons were leading, and then second half, just like every other season, or every other game, the wheels fell right off the bus and the Pistons fell apart. Completely blowing the lead and losing by 20 points. Think of this. Every game in this series, the Bucks won by double digits. Pistons pretty much got blown out in every single game. This was just pathetic display. This wasn't really a series. And when I was watching this, a part of me felt like, Part of me felt like the Pistons didn't belong in the playoffs. Because they played that bad. It was they shouldn't even be here. They mainly got in because they played two tanking teams to end the season, and the Charlotte Hornets choked on their own shit. But, what else is new? But yeah, Pistons lose, season's over. Obviously, you never want to have your season end this way. But, hey, it is what it is, That's just part of life, you win some championships, you lose some championships, you win some playoff series, you lose some playoff series. Or games, in that case. But yeah. Season over, and yeah, we got a lot of shit to address in the offseason. We have not that good of a pick. We're mid-first round in the draft. And really, in the offseason, the defense has to drastically improve. Most of the series, the Pistons were giving up 120 points a game. You're not going to win many NBA games when you're giving up 120 points a game. Not in this day and league where everyone's trying to become a super team. But yeah, it is what it is. What else is new? So yeah, and really, Pistons can't really add too much to it. Because really, to be honest, the Pistons don't really have the cap space to add anybody without triggering the luxury tax. Because now the Grim Reaper is coming, known as Cap Hell. Cap Hell is officially back in Detroit on another Detroit team. Because, let me put this in perspective. Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond's contracts combined, they take up just over $61 million in cap space. At least half of our cap space is getting paid to Drummond and Griffin. It's we can't really do much when we don't really have much cap space. What can we do with it? And really with this core, I'll be honest here, we're not going to go anywhere with this core. This team has been inconsistent all season. I think everyone saw this sweep coming from a mile away. This was just the most predictable sweep in NBA history. But of course, I'm always going to pick my team to win a game. I'm never going to pick my team to get swept. Without a doubt. So, yeah. That's why I had the Bucks winning 5. I knew the Bucks were probably going to win this series. Pistons just did not have enough to contend with the Bucks. Plain and simple. I honestly think, what? I think the Pistons need to do a full rebuild. We're not going to go anywhere with this core. And we sure as hell ain't going to win a playoff series with this core. I'm proposing here, I think this is the one solution I have for this problem. There's only one solution we can do right now. Blow it up. Start a full-scale rebuild. Bring on the youth movement. Sell everything. And say the Pistons make the playoffs again next year with the core. Pretty much going to be the same core as this year for next year. More than likely. Say we make the playoffs again next year. Then what? The sweet glory of getting blown the fuck out in the first round by a top tier team in the league? We ain't going to win a 7-game series with this core. We may not even win another playoff game with this core. Like, Pistons haven't won a playoff game since 2008. Let that sink in. Like I said, we're not going to go anywhere with this core. And you know what? It's not worth making a playoffs if we're going to get constantly getting our dicks kicked in the first round. It's not worth it. Some of you may think it's worth it just to say, hey, you made the playoffs. Yeah, you can say you made the playoffs, but when you get blown out in every game, did you truly make the playoffs? Like, I think it's obvious. We have to blow it up. Start a rebuild soon. The team's not going to go anywhere. Like, look at most teams. Look at the Tigers. They blew it up. They knew they weren't going anywhere. Haven't won a playoff series since 2013. What did the Tigers recently do? They blew it up, and they're rebuilding right now. This is year 2 of a rebuild. And I actually have trust in this Tigers rebuild. I think it's going to be something in a few years. Red Wings, they're fine. Well, they've had back-to-back 40-loss seasons. They started to blow it up this year when they traded Nyquist. And, you know, they actually do have some promising young prospects in the pipeline. And you know what? Steve Yzerman, not a GM in Detroit for the Red Wings. I think the Red Wings are going to be back at the top in a few years. I think for the Red Wings, I'd say they make the playoffs in 2 years. I have the Red Wings winning the cup in 5 years. You know, Lions, it's going to be an interesting season for the Lions, to say the least. You know, I'll have to see how the draft goes. I've heard all the rumors. By the way, I'm proud. I want to first give my thoughts to Matt and his wife, Kelly. I'm proud that Kelly is now back home recovering after she had that successful surgery for that brain tumor. See ya, Kelly. Great news to hear. Proud, glad you're okay. Yeah, good job, good. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, you look at Detroit. Lions. They have a somewhat bright future. Red Wings got a definite bright future with Yzerman. Same deal with the Tigers. They have a bright future. And what future do the Pistons have? None. Like, what's the point of constantly getting blown out in the first round of playoffs if you have no future? It's not worth it. I'm honestly saying this. Blow it up. Time to rebuild. We're going to go nowhere, so why not just sell everything while the values are high? But yeah, I think I'm done with my end of season rant. Yeah, Pistons, they got a lot of shit to clean up in the offseason. I honestly say blow it up and do a 3 to 5 year rebuild. But you know, that's just my thoughts. What are your thoughts about it? But yeah, that's all I gotta say here real quick. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.